Quantum physics is one of the most fascinating and mysterious branches of science. This discipline deals with phenomena that occur on extremely small scales, such as subatomic particles, and offers us a vision of the universe that challenges everything we think we know about reality. When we talk about concepts like the quantum vacuum or theories from physicists like Max Planck, we enter a realm that not only has implications for science but also for our daily lives, our beliefs, and our personal growth. Quantum physics is a theory that describes the behavior of matter and energy at the subatomic level. Unlike classical physics, which studies large objects like planets or balls, quantum physics studies the smallest particles that make up everything that exists: electrons, protons, and neutrons. At the quantum scale, the traditional rules of physics do not apply. For example, particles can exist in multiple places at once, behave both as waves and as particles, and seem to influence each other instantly over extremely long distances, something Albert Einstein called spooky action at a distance. These phenomena may seem absurd from our everyday experience, but they are proven realities in the quantum world. We will return to this concept later. The concept of the quantum vacuum is one of the most surprising discoveries of quantum physics. Traditionally, emptiness is thought of as simply nothing, an empty space where there is neither matter nor energy. However, according to quantum theory, the vacuum is not empty at all. The quantum vacuum is a field of potential energy, full of fluctuations. Although it appears empty, it is actually a sea of subatomic particles that constantly appear and disappear, a phenomenon known as quantum fluctuations. In other words, even in what seems like nothing, there is a constant activity of energy and particles. Max Planck, a German physicist and one of the founders of quantum theory, proposed that energy is not distributed continuously, but in quanta, discrete units. This idea revolutionized the understanding of matter and energy, leading to the creation of quantum physics as we know it today. The fascinating thing about quantum physics is that it not only describes the subatomic world, but also raises questions about the very nature of reality. Quantum theory suggests that, in a certain sense, everything in the universe is interconnected. The idea that particles can influence each other instantly across great distances challenges our perception of a separate universe where everything is isolated. This principle of quantum interconnection can have profound implications for our daily lives. It leads us to ask, if everything is connected, how do our actions, thoughts, and emotions affect the world around us? Is it possible that our intentions can directly influence our reality, just as quantum particles influence each other? Quantum physics may seem distant and abstract, but its principles have a direct impact on how we perceive our daily lives and, most importantly, our ability to change and improve our reality. Below, we will explore some of the most powerful lessons that quantum physics offers us for personal growth. The power of observation and intention. In the quantum world, observation plays a fundamental role. According to the wave-particle duality principle, particles can behave like waves, without being in a defined location, or as particles, localized at a specific point depending on whether they are observed or not. This idea suggests that the observer affects the behavior of particles, matter, and our three-dimensional reality. In daily life, this can be interpreted as meaning that our beliefs and perceptions have a real impact on how we experience the world. If we believe we can achieve our goals, if we see ourselves with love and confidence, we can influence the reality around us. This principle closely relates to the ideas of the law of attraction, which states that our thoughts and emotions attract the experiences we live, and here they find their foundation. Everything is connected. Universal interconnection. The idea that everything in the universe is interconnected, even across unimaginable distances, has profound implications for our personal lives. If everything is connected, then our actions, no matter how small, can have a much greater impact than we imagine. This invites us to be more conscious of how we relate to others, and how our emotions and thoughts affect not only our well-being, but also that of the people around us. Reality is flexible. Change is possible. In the quantum world, particles are not fixed. They fluctuate and change. This teaches us that our reality is also flexible and dynamic. If we understand that our beliefs and thoughts can influence the very structure of reality, we can realize that change is always possible. We are not condemned to repeat the same patterns over and over. By changing our limiting beliefs and negative thoughts, we can transform our lives in profound and powerful ways. The quantum vacuum infinite potential. The quantum vacuum, which is actually full of energy and possibilities, is a reminder that there is always infinite potential. Even in moments of existential emptiness, of nothing or stagnation, there is always latent energy ready to be channeled into new opportunities and discoveries. The quantum vacuum invites us to see every moment of our lives as a space full of potential where anything is possible. Now that we understand how quantum ideas can influence our lives, here are some tools based on these principles that we can incorporate for personal growth, mindfulness, and meditation. By being present and observing our minds without judgment, we can begin to reprogram our beliefs and thought patterns. This has a direct impact on our matter, biology, and reality. Visualization and conscious creation. Using visualization to imagine our lives as we want them to be. The mind is powerful and our intention can shape our reality, just as the observer in quantum physics influences particles. Detachment and flow. Accepting that reality is flexible helps us let go of control and flow with life. Situations change, people change, and we too can change if we desire. Quantum physics shows us that despite what we believe, the universe is not a rigid and unchanging place. In reality, it is a space full of possibilities where each of us has the power to influence and transform our reality. Your mind is more powerful than you imagine, and by understanding how the universe works at a quantum level, you can learn to use that energy to change your life. Remember that, just like in the quantum world, everything is connected. Every thought, every emotion, every action you take has an impact on the grand fabric of the universe. The key lies in realizing your own power and potential. You have the power to rewrite your story, to overcome your limitations, and to create a life full of possibilities. The universe is waiting for you to take control of your own creation. With knowledge and awareness, there are no limits to what you can achieve. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll help me continue creating content. Thank you very much.